Hi guys, welcome back. If it's your first time here, it's a pleasure to have you. Hi, my name's Vanessa. I help people address the challenges of their life so they can get to what they want. I do that by helping them with a few little tools and techniques to increase their self-confidence so they can address the challenges or traumas of the past or of their current reality. Gain a little self-worth and get what they want and live the life that they want to live. Today's topic is all about commitment. Commitment. It's strategic and hopeful. It's longing. It's waiting for you every single day to get up and do what you said you were going to do. It's tragic if you really think about it, because commitment is almost like a coin. There's two sides, right? One side is focused and driven, and the other side can lie flat, like those scattered dreams that are lying on the floor that just didn't come to anything, and the coin is lying there right next to it. And the thing is, commitment is always associated with success in everything that you do. Whether in relationships with yourself, with your partner, with your colleagues or friends, commitment is tricky for some and lacking for others, especially when it comes to that moment in your life where there's a challenge, because then you have a choice to get driven and focus or to lie flat. And you know what? The first person that it destroys is you. And I'll tell you why. Commitment is all about using your willpower and having a plan to get to what you want. When you aren't doing that, the person that suffers the most is you, because you're actually hiding from yourself what you're capable of doing, and that is not in alignment with who you are as your own person. Think about it. In every relationship, whether it's with yourself, with your partner, with your colleagues, or with your friends, what are the words that you use to describe those relationships? When everything is going easy and good and it's smooth, you say, oh my God, they're devoted and they're loyal. But when relationships aren't going well, what are the words that you use to describe them? It's responsible and it's a burden, and you feel obligated to that person, place, or thing, because they're preventing you from getting from where you are to where you want to be and getting to what you want. So in theme with commitment and getting to what you want, is your challenge that you don't know what you want? Or is it that you haven't created a plan and you don't have follow through? Which one is it? Let's work through 3 common examples that are designed to show us what is attained by working through with commitment. Example number 1. Have you lost that inner sparkle? The lack of commitment to ourselves happened first. That is how you lose your inner sparkle, by stopping the things that make you happy. Begin by thinking about, what did you do before all of these responsibilities that you're choosing to create the life that you want came into play? When you remember, that's King shaking his head. When you remember what you did, then incorporate it back into your life. Schedule it. If it was an exercise class, if it was a cooking class, if it was an art class, if it was learning something digital, if it was about going out and experiencing the world in a different way in which you haven't done in a long time, and that's why you've lost your spark, then go about scheduling it. Go and do it. Scenario number 2, lack of sex in our relationships. It's a valid concern. The question is, how are you creating intimacy? Because sex follows intimacy. Begin by sitting down with your partner and having an open and honest conversation and addressing what is it that's happening now in which the little things that you used to do for each other to create the intimacy is gone. So what are you going to do to put that back into your relationship? Is it something as simple as sitting down and having those deep, long conversations that lead to nowhere? It's just wonder and fascination. Is it learning something new about your partner that you didn't know anything about? Is it about creating those moments of intimacy when the two of you were together, walking, holding hands, and just talking and laughing about things that connect just the two of you? If those are the things that you're missing, that's easy to resolve. It's just scheduling those moments in once or twice a week. The same way that you schedule driving the kids to soccer practice is the same way that you can schedule a magical time for you and your partner to sit down and be able to connect with each other in a loving and harmonious way. That way you can increase your intimacy, which leads to scenario number 3. Did you have a disagreement with one of your fellow coworkers? What was the trigger? You know, triggers are always something that happened to you in the past that you haven't resolved. So if you're sitting there with a coworker and you're angry with them, was it a tone that they used with you? Was it that in a meeting your idea was shot down? First, sit with yourself for a few minutes and identify what exactly was the trigger. Was it the tone? Was it that the idea was shot down? Or was it something else? And figure out for yourself exactly why you were reacting to the way this person was with you. Once you have clearly identified that and worked through the issue yourself, go to your coworker and say, hey, listen, I'd like a couple of minutes to sit down and talk to you. I want to discuss what happened today. Focus on the topic of hand. In this example, it's a tone, or it's that the idea was shot down. And when you talk about these two little, moments, discuss them to find out what it is and what you can do better. In most instances, when you address these tonalities with another person, they don't even realize that they're speaking in such a way in which was offensive to another person. Because quite frankly, each of us have our own lives and we're doing our own thing and we're dealing with our own melodrama and our own individual pockets of life. So most people will just apologize and say, I'm so sorry for that, and then you move on. And this is very powerful because this is a great way for you to initiate the ability for self-reflection and also for personal development. It takes time to build the commitment muscle. Be easy but consistent with yourself. The process is all about creating a space for awareness in your relationships so you can create a space to have open and honest conversations. Being vulnerable is actually a strength because it keeps you honest with yourself. And once you're able to be honest with yourself, you're able to be direct and saying, okay, why did I stop being committed to myself in the first place? I hope that the information you received today serves you well. Every Thursday, I drop a new video. So make sure that you click the subscribe button. That way you get your notifications every single week. Every Tuesday, I put out a brand new blog on a great topic. And if you really think about it, my entire platform with my website at vanessaleecurley.com and this YouTube channel, the blog and these videos, it's free coaching. Use it. Develop yourself and be your best. And as you develop yourself, develop others and help them. And always direct them back to this video and this platform so they can also become part of the community and gain a great skill set for themselves. So make sure that you hit the like button to every single video. If you have any questions, comment below. And remember, when we value ourselves, we value each other. Take care.